not working professionals. All right. We are now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, March 1st, 2022. And we're going to start with Mr. Al Alvarez.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Al Alvarez. I'm here with Francisco Rodriguez Garcia.
Not working professionals. All right. We are now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, March 1st, 2022. And we're going to start with Mr. Al Alvarez. I don't know. I mean,
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Al Alvarez. I'm here with Francisco Rodriguez Garcia.
Professionals. All right. We're now live and on the record for we're on loop. March 1st, 2022. What happened there? Is something wrong with your video, your audio?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Al Alvarez. I'm here with Francisco Rodriguez
Hold on.
Garcia.
Uh-oh, we had some technical. Man, that felt like we were on loop in a warp zone that we couldn't get out of there, huh? All right, okay, Mr. Alvarez, take it away.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very
For the record, my name is Al Alvarez, and I'm here with Francisco Rodriguez Garcia, and we're for a status, and we're just asking for a trial date. However, we do have a motion to remove an alcohol monitoring device before the court.
Okay, what number is that, sir? Oh, I found it, 24. All right, and it's CR 17077817-I. Francisco Garcia. Is Mr. Francisco Rodriguez Garcia present? Okay, so Ms. Soto, I believe you have a report on Mr. Garcia.
Judge, he does have an analog device with Lifesaver. There are no violations. I did run the report for the past 5 months, no violations, but he does have minimal usage. For the month of for the month of January, he only had 6 engine starts.
Okay, Mr. Alvarez, does your client not use his vehicle, or why is it using it only? Why is it only getting started 6 times in a month?
Alaska, so I don't use my vehicle over there. I fly, so my vehicle stays here at home.
Oh, so you don't work here?
No,
Okay, where do you work?
Alaska,
Okay, and how often are you in Alaska?
almost every month.
But like what amount of time, sir? Like 3 weeks or?
I do a 3 and 1, 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
Okay, so the 1 week that you're here is during the time that you're doing your engine starts?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, so other than the minimal engine starts, Ms. Soto, does he have any violations?
In the past 5 months, no, Judge.
Okay. All right, given your age of the case and the length, how long have you had this this device? Since that time?
since 2017, going to 5 years.
Okay. Given the age of the case and your situation where you're pretty much only here 1 week a month, and you have no violations, I'm going to grant your removal of the alcohol monitoring device. Is there an order on file?
Yes, Judge, it's on file.
Okay. And also, Ms. Soto, can you assist the court in having the order of removal also prepared?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Okay. And then also, Mr. Alvarez, go ahead and file your order setting jury trial, and we'll get you set up.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's
Okay.
all I have today. Thank
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
you all too. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Caso, go ahead.
Good morning, Judge. Here on number 26 and 27 on your docket, Damian Ledesma, and I saw him on the screen.
Okay,
I see him now.
CR 18027999-1, CR 18027998-I, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 1. Damian Ledesma. Mr. Ledesma, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. What is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, there's a pending felony in the 464th He's been arraigned in that case, and our first status hearing is on March 21st. I will be consulting with the felony prosecutor about resolution, and in that conversation, we'll try to see what we can do to bundle these three cases together. So I'd
Okay.
respectfully request more time to allow me to try to do that.
Okay, give me 1 minute. So then after the 21st, I do have April 19th.
That'd be fine, Judge.
Okay. April 19th at 9:30, and you can advise us at that time.
All righty, Judge. That's all I have with you this morning. May I be excused?
Yes, you certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Jorge Ortegon?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I'm here on the state of Texas versus Benjamin Vilches. That's CR 21-06-335I, Your Honor.
Okay, do you know what number?
Let me provide that to this honorable court. Apologize. It is number. I am getting it, Your Honor. I know I just saw it and I did not. It is number. Where is it? Oh, number 57. No wonder I couldn't find it, Your Honor. It's the last one on the court's docket, Judge.
You said Alejandro, number 57 I have is Alejandro Zambrano.
According to the docket I received yesterday, number 57 is Benjamin Vilches. I don't know if there was if it's a different docket, but I'm reading the one that I got the link in, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't know. How do you spell your client's last name?
Vilches.
I don't have him on my doc. Can somebody tell me what number he's at?
Judge, actually, I'm not, Mr. Ortegon is correct. I'm not sure where or why it was deleted off of the one that we printed. But he is
What's-
number 57.
What's his CR number?
CR 21-0-6335I. And it's a DWI Class A misdemeanor, Your Honor.
That is correct, Judge. And for the court's information, I was recently appointed on this case. It looks like he had Yuri Heller representing him beforehand, but he is now with the public defender's office. So I was recently appointed. What we're trying to get to the bottom of, Your Honor, is there's a PTD app pending. I did speak to Mr. Vilches, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He did say that he sent Mr. Heller everything in the PTD app. We're just unaware if the state had got it. So we were going to use this hearing to ask the state if there is, in fact, a PTD app that had been turned in. If not, we would, of course, be trying to get that submitted to this honorable court or to the DA's office right away.
Okay, and is your client present?
He should be, Your
Oh,
Honor.
there
I
he is. Okay,
spoke a while ago.
okay, Mr. Lozano, do you show that there's an application that's been submitted on behalf of Mr. Vilches?
No, Your Honor, there's no application submitted.
So I do know that that according to Mr. Vilches, he had worked on one, Judge. I'll get him into my office and we will get one turned into the state right away, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Judge, on this case, he's currently in lockout due to having his vehicle in the shop for repair. So he hasn't been using his vehicle. He did email me proof that the vehicle is in the shops, Your Honor.
And does he have an interlock or a mobile?
It's an interlock device, Judge.
He's a first time, Your Honor. It's an interlock device and we have spoken about it. He did tell me that his car is in fact still in the shop, Judge. And
Okay, does he know when it's going to be getting out?
Due to the pandemic, the auto collision center was telling me that it's hard to receive parts in, that they can't give me a time estimate, that it's just shooting in the dark, that it's going to be sitting there for at least a couple more months. But they're trying to get it as done as quick as possible.
Your Honor, that he cannot be driving any vehicle that is not installed with an interlock device, and he is aware of that, Your Honor.
Okay, let's come back on April 19th at 9:30 and you can give me an update.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Okay, yes, go ahead.
I apologize if I may, Judge, I do see that he has an original setting for March the 22nd. Would you like for me to delete that hearing and just proceed with the date just given, Judge, or how would you like for us to do it?
What is that setting for?
It was the original setting, Judge, to get his PTD packet submitted with
Oh.
Mr. Udi. So that was what was going on.
Yes, remove that setting, please, and move it to April 19th.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, Your Honor, I appreciate that.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. May my client and I be excused at this time?
Yes, yes, you may.
Thank-
Right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Bernay,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
I have number 25 and number 42 on your docket. Number 25 is Stephen Jean Gonzalez, and he's present via telephone. His,
Okay, CR 21097775-I, Stephen Jean Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, can you hear me?
His phone number ends with 5503. I saw him a little while ago.
Yes, I do see that number on here. Mr. Gonzalez? Okay, I don't know. I'm asking him to unmute, but I don't know how that works with the phone. But go ahead, what is your announcement?
So basically, we do have a recommendation from the ADA. We are to, or he has agreed to dismiss the case as long as my client takes a life skill class. He's in the process of doing that, Your Honor. We're trying to find a place if they offer a life skill class done over the phone. My client does suffer from social anxiety and depression, and due to a lot of issues that he has, some mental issues. So we're trying to get him a place that they can agree to do a life skill class over the phone. He does not have internet. He does not have running water. They take care of his elderly grandmother that's 92 years old. So they don't have a lot of means to have like internet or Zoom computer or anything like that.
Give me the facts of the case.
It's a case that I think it was trespassing.
Yes,
was
but the
trespassing.
facts surrounding that, why was he charged with trespassing?
So basically, he was at this location drinking coffee, and he usually would go there, and he, I guess, went to the restroom, but he was being accused of showering or bathing or something. So they called the police on him as a result of that. At the time, he was homeless.
Okay. Pick a time, Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna be at the courthouse doing my in-person. We're gonna staff this case. Okay, so it'll be in the afternoon. I have docket, make plans to be there maybe about 4.
Okay.
And Mr. Lozano, come with authority to make some kind of agreement. If not, please have Ms. Lozano present with you, okay?
What's the issue, Your Honor?
We're gonna staff this case on Thursday at 4 o'clock in my chambers.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I also have number 42 on your docket. It's for
Okay.
Javier Reyes Hernandez.
CR 21-10297-I, Javier Reyes Hernandez.
Correct. He is present here, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
The announcement is that we do have a recommendation, but we also have the wife wanting to file an affidavit of non-prosecution. I know that at some point, the ADA did speak to her and she said the contrary, so she keeps on contradicting herself. So we're gonna give it one more shot, if not, set it up for trial.
Okay, and Mr. Lozano, have you had contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, Your Honor, we have had contact with the alleged victim and she has told us the contrary.
Okay. So go ahead, it'll be April 19th at 9:30 for a status, and let us know at that time how you want to proceed.
We will. That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes,
Thank you. Have a nice day.
likewise. Okay, Mr. Osuna?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 2 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Arnoldo Villaseñor. That's CR 20-05520I. Mr. Villaseñor is on under his own name. He had like a bright window behind him. He's on my second
Okay.
case.
Arnoldo Villaseñor, please announce yourself. Okay, I do see him.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are set for a contested discovery hearing. We do not feel that the arresting agency has disclosed all evidence in this case. Namely, there's no evidence in support of the initial encounter, which was a felony stop, which would make it terribly unusual. We don't have any beef with the state because the state has made strenuous efforts to get that information from the agency and have kept us in the loop by way of carbon copying us in the emails. Ultimately, however, there was a case out of the 10th Court of Appeals last week, and my concern was if I can't see what that initial encounter was all about, I can't prepare an adequate cross-examination. That case held that evidence that's tendered late can be excluded. So what I'm asking, Your Honor, is just for one more status setting so that I can fashion a motion and an argument. That way, if that agency tries to ambush me with evidence right on the eve of suppression, that'll no longer be an issue, assuming that the court agrees with my position that late tendered evidence should be excluded. So yes, Your Honor, so that case is pretty new. I did forward it to the court just as a sign of good faith. It's not my intent to delay this case unusually, but that is my announcement, Your Honor. I'm asking for 30 more days just so I can fashion an argument, and then if we can have this setting and the setting relating to my new motion on the same date.
Okay, I don't have an issue with that. Mr. Lozano, do you have any response? Do you have an issue with this being reset?
Your Honor, I do have an announcement. So
Go ahead.
defense counsel does have all of the discovery that's been made available to us by FAR Police Department. The state has been in communication with FAR Police Department, and they indicated a police report from Detective Gutierrez does not exist. However, if the court is going to exclude any evidence, the state would request a motion to suppress hearing because it's improper to contest or exclude any evidence at a pretrial hearing. I reviewed the Texas versus Heath case, the one forwarded by Mr. Ozuna. And in that case, 1 week prior to the 4th jury trial setting, the prosecutor discovered that there might have been a 911 recording. They learned about it and produced the recording 6 days before trial. So unlike the Heath case, this is the second status hearing in this court and not the 4th jury trial setting. Unlike the Heath case, there's still time to hear a motion to suppress, whereas in the Heath case, the motion to suppress was heard at the jury trial setting. For these reasons, the state is requesting the court to hold off on any evidentiary rulings, and the state asked for a formal motion to suppress hearing.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm not asking to have my hearing now. I mean, I can argue the merits of that case, and I think there's other distinctions that weigh in my favor. What I'm asking, however, is for me to be able to file my motion and prepare, and then we can have it out as to what Heath means and doesn't mean. But I wasn't trying to have those arguments now.
Okay, so I can give you another, so then on this case, all right, what I'm gonna do is, when are we going to have let me give you a date for on a suppression date that will be there in person, so we can argue this in person.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, what date do we have next? In
Next week.
April?
Yes, ma'am. We do have April the 21st at 1:30, Your Honor.
Okay, April 21st at 1:30, and that'll be in person.
A motion to
File
suppress hearing?
File anything else that you need to before then.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lozano, did you say something?
Yes, Your Honor, that setting was for a motion to suppress?
No, I want to just set this, I'm gonna hold it over for that time. If he files a motion to suppress, he's gonna put that hearing date as well. But I think the whole point is that what he's saying is that there may be something that he's missing prior to being able to hold a motion to suppress hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so it's easier in person to kind of go over something like that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? It doesn't mean that he won't be doing it. I can encourage you to continue talking between now and then. But if you do end up filing a motion to suppress before that time, you can put the date of April 21st at 1:30 in person in your order setting hearing.
Certainly, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. We also have number 48, State of Texas versus Monica Silva, that's CR 20-05506I. I suspect that Ms. Silva is one of the call-in clients. She was having issues. Ms. Silva, if you're there, can you press *6, please?
Monica Silva? Do you know what her phone number ends in?
I think it's the 117, Your Honor, and that one just.
Okay. She just announced herself. Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, she's already completed the urine analysis. She's completed the certificate. We just need her to come in and fill out the 1 through 7. She tells me that she can fill that out by Friday. So we're just asking for a 30-day reset so that we can get that application submitted, and hopefully the case will be administratively dismissed.
Okay. And how much time do you think that you'll need for that?
We would humbly ask for 30 days, Your Honor.
Okay, April 19th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ozuna, if you could send me the certificate, please.
Yes, I'm going to submit it all together with the 1 through 7.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And I have nothing further, Your Honor. May me and my clients be excused, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ramirez, Attorney Dennis Ramirez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 23 in your docket.
Okay. That is CR 20-09982-I and also CR 20-09981-I and CR 21-10950-I, State of Texas versus Benjamin Jaime Garcia.
Yes, and I believe he's logged in.
Mr. Garcia, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Now, on the CR 21-10950-I, the possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces of Class B misdemeanor, it's not naming you as the attorney. Are you the attorney on all 3?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, can you please file a notice of appearance on that one? So they can put your name on there?
Yes, Judge, I'll do that. I wasn't aware of that issue.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is a PTD. I just need to get with the state to get the application in, and he needed a UA letter. So I'm sure the state will be more than happy to send me that today so he can go, for tomorrow, so he can go test tomorrow. I don't know that he can make it this afternoon.
Okay, and then after that, how many days do you need?
My understanding is it should be accepted. So a 30-day for PTD placement.
Okay, that'll be April 7th. If it's for placement, it's April 7th at 1:30 in person.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nothing further before this honorable court. May my client and I be excused.
Yes,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Mr. Mesa?
Good morning, Judge. I've got number 29, Your Honor, on the docket this morning.
Okay. CR 21-08733-I, Sebastian Marichalar. Is Mr. Marichalar present?
Yes, Your Honor, he should be on. I saw him in the last page here when I was scrolling earlier. He should be on, Your Honor. I know he did-
Sebastian Marichalar, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please turn your camera on. Okay, go ahead, Counselor.
Judge, on this case, Mr. Marichalar, we needed to submit some information to the DA's office, and they would consider a dismissal on this case. I think the only thing he needed was a defensive driving course, which he got done. So I just need to submit the information as requested from the state. I would say a very short reset. I can get all that in to the state, and then that should be, I believe, what they asked for. They needed a driver's license. They needed his insurance. They needed a defensive driving course and or proof of employment, which I have all that for them. I just need to turn that in. I was just waiting for the last for the certificate of his defensive driving course, Your Honor.
And then would it be dismissed administratively?
Yes, Judge, that was what they had offered back on November 3rd of 2021, where submit those items and then they would consider a dismissal.
Okay, and when will you be submitting those items by?
As soon as I get done right now with the hearing, Your Honor, I'll put it together.
Okay, I can't hear you. Your audio went out. Mr. Mesa, your audio went out.
Oh, with 1 week, Your Honor, I believe if you can set it for status, if the court's able to do that, then I think I should have all that done and then see where the state is at that point, Your Honor.
Okay, if it's going to be submitted and dismissed administratively, then what I'll do is I'll just set a tickler for March the 25th to make sure it's been done by then. So if the dismissal's not in by March the 25th, then we'll set you up for a status.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you don't have to appear anymore.
Okay, very well, Judge. I'll get that to Mr. Lozano here as soon as I leave the hearing.
Okay, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day. Thank you.
Likewise. Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome, sir. Mr. Gutierrez, Attorney Dallas Gutierrez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dallas Gutierrez here on number 12 on this case. We filed a motion to substitute counsel this morning, Your Honor, on this case.
Okay, and what is the defendant's name?
Christian Avila.
Okay, that's on CR 21-09490-I. Christian Carlos Avila, are you present?
He called this morning. He should be on, Your Honor. Let me see.
Mr. Avila, are you present? I do have a Galaxy A71 that is not connected to audio.
I can give him a call, Your Honor. Would you mind recalling us shortly?
Sure, just let me know.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
If I may,
go ahead.
I believe that's him on iPhone in the van. He's been waving at the camera.
Where? Okay, Mr. Avila, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. Okay, Mr. Gutierrez, so you filed a motion to substitute?
Yes, this morning. It should have been on file yesterday, Your Honor, but our assistant didn't get it till this morning, Your Honor. So we filed it this morning, and there is a felony as well on this case, Your Honor. And so the date on that one is March 8th, but we will be making we're going to be asking for a trial date on that one, Your Honor.
Okay. Also, I'll grant your motion for substitution. Do you have an order granting on file?
Yes, we should, Your Honor. I'll double check.
Okay. So I'll have that forwarded to my queue, and then you'll have a status date on April 19th at 9:30.
April 19th. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
We have nothing further, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, Mr. Vasquez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 19 of your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-3-118-I, Luis Ramiro Diaz. Is Mr. Diaz present?
Should be.
Luis Ramiro Diaz, are you present?
Buenos días, presente.
Okay. Buenos dias. All right, what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, this is a case we're waiting for a visa, Your Honor. He finally got into the office yesterday. However, they told him it would take approximately 8 to 12 weeks to get the response, Your Honor. So we'd like some more time if that's possible, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you know if he has an alcohol monitoring device?
I don't remember at this time, Your Honor.
Ms. Soto, do you show anything for him?
No, Judge.
I know he lives in Mexico, Your Honor, but I don't remember how we addressed this the last time.
Okay. May 24th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused, Your Honor? That's all I have today.
Ok, señor Díaz va a regresar el día 24 de mayo a las 9:30, ¿ok?
Ok, muchísimas gracias.
De nada, sir. Que pase buen día. All right.
Igualmente, muchas gracias.
De nada.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Villaseñor, you are excused, sir.
Amen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Your
sir.
Honor.
Have a good day.
Likewise. Bye.
Okay. Mr. Munoz, Attorney Jorge Munoz.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 4 on the court's docket, Lisa Alejandro. She's present on the Zoom.
CR 21-00820-I, Julissa, Julissa Ignacia Alejandro. Miss Alejandro, can you hear me? Miss Alejandro, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead. What's your announcement?
Judge, I'm asking the court for a trial date in this case, Judge.
Okay. Does the state have any additional announcement?
Your Honor, she is PTD eligible.
Judge, and from here to the time of the trial date, we're trying to secure an affidavit of non-prosecution. If we can, we'll inform the court.
Okay. Go ahead and file your order setting jury trial and we'll get you set up and then you can continue trying to work an alternative resolution during the time period.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Not on this case, Judge. We'll go ahead and file that order. May she be excused, Judge?
Yes, she can be excused.
I also
Thank you,
have
ma'am.
number 39 on the court's docket, Judge Gualberto Ramirez. He's also present on Zoom.
Okay, give me one moment. CR 20-07915-I, Gualberto Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Judge-
and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, he has a pending felony, Judge. I asked for another setting so that that case can be disposed of.
Okay, what, do you have a setting on that felony?
No, I don't, Judge, not yet.
Okay.
Your Honor-
Mr. Lozano, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, the felony is set for April 13th, 2022.
Okay, then he'll return on April 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. May he be excused, Judge?
He certainly may.
Judge, in the last case I have, Judge, is number 14 on the court's docket, Luis Becerra.
Okay, CR 19-01477-I, Luis Antonio Becerra. Are you present?
He should be present on the Zoom, Judge.
Mr. Becerra, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, counselor.
Judge, I'm asking for one additional setting. He is PTD eligible, and so we just asked for one other setting, Judge.
Okay, how much time do you need?
30 days, Judge.
April 19th at 9:30.
Perfect. That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused? My clients be excused?
Yes, you certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Barredo?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 41, Isabel Renteria, and she should be present on Zoom.
Okay. CR 20-03-666-I, Isabel Renteria. Ms. Renteria, are you present? Isabel Renteria.
Judge, I see her on her first screen. She's wearing a white shirt.
Okay, she is not connected to audio. Go. Okay, go ahead, Ms. Barredo. What's your announcement?
Judge, I'm respectfully asking for a little bit of more time. I received the discovery. I just need some time to review it with Ms. Renteria so we can figure out what we're going to do on this case, Judge.
And how much time are you requesting?
I would say 30 days or 3 weeks.
Okay, April 19th at 9:30.
That works, Judge. I also have number 3. I'm standing in on behalf of Tanya Ramirez, Martin Jaime Sanchez.
Okay, CR 20-04835-I, Martin Jaime Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez, are you present?
And Judge, it's my understanding that he's mute and his mother speaks on his behalf.
Yes, yes.
But he should be present.
Yes, he is. He's right there. But do
And
we
this is
have
a-
anything for the restitution hearing? What's the state's announcement?
Your Honor, if the court could announce or call the victim, Sabrina Villanueva.
Okay, Sabrina Villanueva. Sabrina Villanueva, are you present? Sabrina Villanueva? I don't have anybody on by that name.
Okay, Your Honor. We've tried contacting the victim. She hasn't answered. We've left voicemails back on February 23rd. Restitutions were sent out on September 11th, 2020 and February 1st, 2022. At this time, state requests that the restitution be set at 0.
Okay. In light of what's been announced by the state, restitution will be set at 0. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, hold on. Señora Sánchez, ¿me escucha? Ok, ya no pudieron hallar a la señorita Villanueva, so va a ser en 0, ok? So no se tiene que mortificar de pagar nada más. Ok? Bueno, buena suerte. Ok. Ok, de nada. I understood. Gracias. Ok. All right, ya se puede retirar. Okay, Ms. Barreto, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Ms. Love?
Hello, good morning, Your Honor. I have number 28 on the court's docket.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Okay. CR 20-2683-I, Trinidad Guerrero Lumbreras.
Your Honor, in this case, victim filed an affidavit of non-prosecution on 11/17/21. Victim testimony was taken on 12/7/21. I guess I just need more time to speak with the state to see how they're going to proceed. Initially, we were asking for a bench trial, so I'm asking for a status hearing in possibly April. That way we can discuss. I mean, I haven't heard from them since the victim last put on the testimony, and I don't know if they wanted her to go back over there to fill out one of their affidavits of non-prosecution. So that still needs to be discussed. So if I can have a status hearing.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have an announcement on this case?
Your Honor, if we could just get one more status so that we could look at this case further.
Okay, and I believe the issue at the time was that they had filed an affidavit of non-prosecution, but then you all were going to check to see if there was enough, if that was enough, or if she was going to need to go in and sign one of your forms so that she could make an appointment to go in and sign that. So if you can find out for that and contact her, and I believe, do you have her contact information, Mr. Lozano?
No, Your Honor.
There is an affidavit of non-prosecution on file filed by our office with all her contact information on there. So if they need her address and her telephone number, it's all e-filed.
Okay. All right, then I'll go ahead and give some time for that, April 19th at 9:30. And then by then, that'll give them a sufficient amount of time to find out whether she needs to go in and contact you and have her go in if necessary.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You're welcome. You are excused, Mr. Lumbreras.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Garcia?
Good morning, Judge. This is number 30 on the court's docket, the state of Texas versus Ismael Moreno.
CR 21-05385-I, Ismael Moreno. Mr. Moreno, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Judge. I've been talking to the ADA, and from what I understand it, the ANP was approved. but the state needed the witness testimony. And then there's an anger management course also needed.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have indication of when we can take that victim testimony?
Your Honor, if we could set it for next Tuesday.
Let me see, do we have room?
Judge, if it'll be brief, Judge, we do have a short docket of jail cases in the afternoon. We do have a heavy morning.
Okay, we can do it on March 8th at 1:30.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, on that date, on the 8th, I am basically in a trial hearing on an immigration court, so I won't be able to do it on the 8th
Okay.
of March.
How about the 22nd?
At what time, Your Honor? In the morning or the afternoon?
I think
But
on
that's
that date,
doable.
we might be able to do it in the morning. Ms. Rivera, can you check?
Judge, we are booked since we are transitioning our Thursdays to Tuesdays. It would be in the afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
All right, then March 22nd at 1:30.
That's fine, Your Honor. The 22nd at 1:30, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything
May we
else?
be excused? No, nothing further, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Contreras?
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning.
Been a long morning for me. Good to see you, though. I'm glad I'm in this court right now.
You're very welcome, sir.
Judge,
It's
I do
always a
have-
pleasure to feel wanted.
I know. Believe-
Okay, what
it's
number?
It's a breath of fresh air coming into this court. They kicked my butt a little while ago, somewhere in the courtroom. Anyway,
Well, just to make you feel better, it happens to the best of us, okay?
no, I enjoyed it. You know, it was tough, but it was good.
So
Judge, I
what
do have
number?
Andres, number 34 and 35 on your docket, Judge. 34 and 35, Andres Ortiz.
Okay,
Judge, I did have a contested matter today, so I was gonna file a continuance yesterday, but I'm just verbally asking oral motion to continue this case for another maybe 3 weeks, Judge, so I can work out an agreement on this.
okay, it's CR 1909575-I, CR 1707368-I. Andres Ortiz, are you present?
Judge, if I may,
Go ahead.
this is the defendant on number 1 as well.
That's right, he's got one more case, 3 cases.
Were you appointed or retained?
He's a retained client, Judge. He's a
Okay.
retained client.
Do you see him on the screen?
He's always on, let me see if I can see him, Judge, but he's always been,
I don't
Judge,
see.
Judge,
Go ahead.
this is the one I talked to you about before court, before we started court.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Contreras, your client is in the hospital and he has been intubated and his wife contacted Ms. Soto. He's been in there for about 2 months due to COVID and COVID complications.
wow, I didn't know that, Judge.
So we're gonna have to, we'll give you a long setting out
Please.
and
please.
you'll go ahead and you'll need to keep tabs on him.
Well, I'm gonna go visit him. I didn't know he was in the hospital.
May
Well,
10th,
I can't visit him, so,
yeah, May 10th
yes.
at 9:30.
Thank
We'll
you for that
reset all his
information.
cases to then.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you for that information. Thank you so much. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Wise?
He's down in the 104th
Okay.
courtroom
Judge,
here in Abilene.
Mr. Wise?
good morning,
Miguel
Your
Wise.
Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I've got 2 before you. One is 33 on your docket, the other is 43 on your docket. Not sure which one you want to take first. I respectfully request more time on both of these. On number 43, I need to talk to either Rick Rodriguez or his new number 2 person. And in Alfredo Ortiz, I need to submit a PTD packet.
Okay, so let me go ahead and call each one. CR 21-09881-I, Alfredo Ortiz. Mr. Ortiz, are you present?
He is on there, Your Honor. I saw his name on the. Alfredo.
Alfredo, oh, he's not,
Third from the, third from the bottom.
I see him, but he's not connected to audio. So on this one, you're going to be applying for PTD?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. And so how much time are you requesting for him?
As much time as you can give me, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Soto, does he have an alcohol monitoring device?
I'm not showing no device, Judge, now.
Okay, so we'll come back on April the 26th at 9:30. And then on CR 1904117-I, Samantha Yvonne Rios. Samantha Yvonne Rios, are you present?
She's about six.
Okay, and go ahead, Counselor, on this one, what are you asking?
I need more time to discuss this with the, it's a long, complicated case. We applied for PTD, it was approved, then it was denied. And it was resubmitted, it was denied again. So I need to talk to Mr. Rodriguez, Judge Rodriguez, I guess.
Okay, and so, Ms. Rios, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, then you can return on April 26th at 9:30, and hopefully you've been able to contact someone by then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Appreciate
you.
May I
Have
be
a good day.
excused? Be
Yes,
blessed, Judge. Be safe.
thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have two cases. The first one's number 36, I believe, on your docket. Abel Patino.
CR 21-03-118-I, Abel Patino. Mr. Patino, are you present?
I do not see him, Judge, at all. This case recently came to me. Apparently, it looks like on the docket that previously Attorney Heller was his attorney and may have submitted a PTD packet. So all I need to do is verify how much of that packet was complete.
Okay.
I don't know why he's not logged in, Judge.
All right, well, he has until the end of the docket to get logged in, or
Okay,
else I have to take a nice eye, but I will give you time.
okay,
And April 26th at 9:30.
26 at 9:30, okay. And the other one, Judge, is logged in, number 45. And that one is Alberto Polido Rodriguez, and I saw him on, Judge, he's a Spanish speaker.
Okay, CR 21-09871-I, Alberto Pulido Rodriguez. ¿Me escucha? Okay, he's not connected to audio, so he's not going to hear us.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. I believe Ms. Saldana is here on that case.
Yes, Judge, I spoke with Ms. Saldana this morning.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
Judge, on this case, I'm waiting to get like a final approval on what our agreement is. So I will know for sure by the end of the day if it's going to be the bid course along with the AMP being done with our office, Judge, or a dismissal. So I'll let Mr. Rodriguez know by the end of the day if I get the okay or not.
Okay, and so what would be a sufficient status date reset?
It all depends on how long that class lasts.
Right. I know that it's usually 6 months, I've heard, but some people are doing it in half of the time because it's still online right now.
Why don't we come back then on May the 10th? And that'll give you, he could have started the class. That way we at least see if we progressed on it.
That
sounds good, Judge.
Sounds
May
good, Judge.
10th at 9:30. You'll need to call him, Mr. Rodriguez, because I don't have a way of being able to tell him that he's dismissed.
Yes, I will, Judge. I'll give him a call.
And that's the same with Mr. Ortiz's. Oh, no, that's not your client. That's somebody else's client. Okay.
Okay, nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Chugani,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning,
I
sir.
have number 51 on the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Alma Tobias.
CR 1909819-I, Alma Maria Tobias. Ms. Tobias, are you present?
I have not been able to contact her, Judge, so I don't think she's present.
Okay, do you have a working number, or was she aware of today's hearing?
Yes, Judge, let me give you some context. Actually, I believe she was previously represented by Chris Hinojosa, and I believe she's now an honorable judge in our courts. So I was appointed to this case. I wasn't actually aware of the appointment until the state emailed me a plea deal. So after they emailed me a plea deal, I did file for discovery, and I have asked them for a contact number. They did. Mr. Lozano provided me one. I tried that number. That number is disconnected. So I have not exhausted all remedies as far as mailing her notice. I mean, she probably was advised by Ms. Hinojosa previously, but I can't attest to that, Your Honor. So I can't say whether or not she was aware of today's hearing.
Okay, I'll give you some time to contact her. We'll come back on April the 19th at 9:30. That way you have a date to put on that letter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and just to let you know, you might want to get with Ms. Soto because there are some issues with her alcohol monitoring device.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can have a talk with your client when you contact her.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chugani. Or any other
Thank you.
case?
That's it, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Abel Garza,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
I have number 37 on Your Honor's docket.
Okay,
Name is Miriam Sarai Pinson or Pinson. Cause number CR 21-09879I, Your Honor. Abel Garza for Miss Pinson. We're ready, Your Honor, for PTD placement, Your Honor.
okay. I think Ms. Pinson, can you hear me?
Sí, aquí estoy.
Okay.
She's
She's
Hispanic.
gonna need, yes, she's gonna need the services of an interpreter, and unfortunately, our translator has suffered a medical emergency. So I do not have anybody to translate for her. However, if you want to bring her in person on Thursday at 1:30, we do have a long docket, so it may be a little bit of a wait, but I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
take care of her on that day. We should have
Honor,
somebody there.
If I can ask her, because she's from out of town,
Okay.
Laredo area, she may prefer the Zoom.
Well,
unless
we're
she
not
wants to-
doing, actually, we're not doing pleas via Zoom anymore, only jail cases. All of those are in person. So let me
Yes,
go ahead
Your
and
Honor.
ask her. Señora Pinzón.
Sí, dígame.
Ok, so usted está viviendo ahorita en Laredo?
Sí, yo aquí vivo.
Ok. ¿Cuándo podría usted venir a Edimburgo para hacerlo en persona? Porque ya no estamos haciendo Zoom para estos casos que son de pleas. ¿Cuánto tiempo necesita usted para pedir tiempo de su trabajo para venir a Edimburgo?
Pues no sé, yo puedo pedir permiso el día que sea.
Ah, ok. Entonces yo le doy tiempo. Va a venir el día 10 de marzo a la 1:30. Se va a presentar en la casa de corte. Va a ir al tercer piso. Y se va a reportar a la corte número 4.
4, ok.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so we'll do this on March the 10th, Mr. Garza, at
Yes.
1:30 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor, in the county court number 4 courtroom?
Yes, they are lending us their courtroom for a while.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. May we be
Gracias.
excused?
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Your
Ya
Honor.
se puede retirar, la veo en como 2 semanas.
Gracias.
De nada.
Hasta luego.
Okay, Mr. Esquivel, Attorney Roel Esquivel.
Judge, may I have a moment?
Sure.
Let me- I have a brief announcement.
Okay, you're breaking up, sir.
Okay, Judge, can you hear me now?
I can.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Judge, I have Mr. Teo, number 50 on the docket. I did send him there he is.
Okay.
Judge, we have a felony that's set for March 14th, and we anticipate resolving it by March 14th. We'd ask for a setting soon after that so we can try and resolve this misdemeanor in your court.
Okay. It's he's CR 20-5-263-I, Jonathan Eduardo Teo. And Mr. Teo is present. You can come back on March 22nd at 1:30. Okay,
Okay, Judge, that's all I have before your court, Judge. May I be excused?
you certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Teo.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. White, David White.
Can you hear me? Quanah Parker for David White. He's in another court in another county this morning, asked me to fill in for him. And I'm here for Severino. And we have an announcement that we have done the defensive driving school and submitted all of our stuff. And I believe the prosecution is saying we can go ahead and dismiss this ticket.
Okay, and what is the name of the defendant, please?
Severino Balancig, it's case number CR, I'm number 13 on lucky 13 on your docket, CR 21-10411-I.
Okay, Severino Balansag, Balansag.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is he present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, all right. Okay, and Mr. Lozano, do you have an announcement on the case?
Yes, Your Honor, this case has been dismissed.
Okay, so all the documents were accepted and the case is now dismissed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So thank you, Mr. Balansag, and thank you, sir, for stepping in for Mr. White.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You have a good day. You are excused, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Munoz, Attorney Sergio Munoz. Mr. Munoz, can you hear me?
Judge, the last that I spoke to Mr. Munoz, he was finding a parking spot here at the courthouse. I'm not sure if he's still driving.
Okay. Okay, Mr. CR 21-00467-I, Mario Alberto Ochoa. Mr. Ochoa, can you please? Okay, thank you. Mr. Ochoa, was Mr. Solis court appointed to you or did you hire him?
It was court appointed.
Okay, so Mr. Solis is no longer on the wheel, so we're gonna have to appoint you a new attorney, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, can you tell me who the next attorney on the wheel is?
Yes, Judge, 1 second. Judge, it's Yuri Rocio Youngs.
Okay, Mr. Ochoa, Ms. Rocio Young will receive your information today and she'll contact you shortly. I'll have you return on April the 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have a phone number?
Yes,
What is that?
956-429-7996.
Okay. All right, sir, then we'll submit that to her so that they can contact you and we'll see you then.
And you said April 19th, ma'am?
Yes, sir, at 9:30.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Have a good day. Okay, Leonardo Rivera.
Here.
Okay, sir, and your attorney is Mr. Terry Canales?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you been in contact with them?
Yes, before this meeting, they said there was an attorney waiting for me.
Okay, there's not anybody here, so can you go ahead and contact their office and ask them if they're going to be logging in?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, thank you. And Galaxy A71, they do not have audio, so I have no idea who they are. And 503, they were already called also. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Ms. Rivera, you can contact Mr. Munoz and see if he is able to get on. Let him know that it does, I don't know if that's his client or not on that Galaxy.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll be off the record. We'll come back in 5 minutes. Ms. Flores, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, ready.
Okay. I believe I see somebody from Mr. Canales's office. So, Mr. Lozano, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, I just got back.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're back on the record. CR 21-09763-I, State of Texas versus Leonardo Salinas Rivera.
Morning, Your Honor. Austin Oxford for Mr. Leonardo Salinas Rivera.
Okay, sir, and I do see that your client is on. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're asking for a little bit of time on this so we can continue negotiating with the state, and I will be reaching out to Mr. Lozano by the end of the week so that we can try and get this case put to bed, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you have an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, there's a felony at intake.
Okay. Are you going to wait to see what happens with the felony before you take care of this, or are you going to take care of this separately?
I would prefer to handle them jointly, Judge. See if we can't get a favorable recommendation on one or the other.
Did that felony arise out of this alleged offense?
I believe that it did, Judge, but I don't want to say with 100% certainty.
Okay. All right. So then I'll go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, the offense states show that it's the same day.
Okay. All right, then I'll go ahead and give you some time to do that. And since it's a felony indictment that's pending, we'll come back on May 10th at 9:30. Okay?
Yes, Judge, and I apologize. I was stuck in the 3:30 this morning.
Oh, that's fine. I understand.
That's
All
all.
right.
That's all I have. May myself and Mr. Rivera be excused, Judge.
Yes,
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day to both you and your staff.
likewise. Okay, so for number 8, 9, 10, and 11, for Isandro Arce, we will need to reset that. Mr. Munoz is still in his suppression hearing. And what date can we give him for? I guess we'll go ahead and just give him April the 19th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
If you can please let him know. All right, and number 16, 17, 18 were reset to what date?
Showing April 5th, Judge.
Okay. Number 20,
Judge, I checked this morning and I don't believe that we have a reset on this case.
okay, so do we have any contact information for the defendant?
Yes, Judge, we have his email on file.
Okay, so he was aware of today's hearing?
I did not send the link to that email, Judge.
Okay, so was Mr. Villalobos appointed or retained?
He was retained, Judge.
Okay. I guess let's go ahead and reset him for April the 19th at 9:30. And we'll send him the link, and I need to find out if he qualifies for an appointment. Let me see who this is that's logging in. Sir, can you hear me on the Galaxy A10? All right, well, he's trying to connect to audio. Number 31.
1 second, Judge. I believe it. Number 31, Judge, I don't have a reset date. I know that Mr. Jackson had made contact with our office, but I don't have a reset date, Judge.
Okay. Was victim testimony going to be put on, Mr. Lozano, on that case?
No, Your Honor.
So he hasn't done the you don't have proof of the anger management course or anything?
No, Your Honor, I'm not seeing the anger management
any-
certificate. I had sent him, so that was the original rec. The original rec was statement from the victim with the ID plus victim testimony plus the anger management equals the dismissal. But he never got back to us, so I sent him paperwork for 6 months deferred.
Okay.
And I did make contact with the victim. We spoke briefly. She gave me an email, but the email wasn't working. I called her back and she didn't answer. She didn't want to cooperate.
So the alleged victim does not want to proceed, or she just doesn't want to talk to you, so it's going to make it hard to proceed?
It's gonna make it hard to proceed because she doesn't want to talk to me because I tried calling her back and she didn't answer.
Okay. Well, let's come back on April the 19th at 9:30 and see if you can contact Mr. Jackson before then to see what is it that, I mean, if she's not going to, you can't just assume that you all are going to drop it just because the alleged victim doesn't want to cooperate,
Right.
So if that person still has contact with that alleged victim, I don't know if that's the situation. And perhaps maybe that's, how those situations can be. So I don't know, but we'll come back on April the 19th at 9:30. Okay, let me see sir, with the Under Armour hoodie. Can you unmute, please? Okay, what is your name, sir?
Isandro Arce.
Okay, Mr. Arce, your attorney is in another court and in person. And so we have to reset your cases to April the 19th at 9:30.
April the 19th, ma'am?
Yes, sir, at 9:30.
9:30.
Yes, and just so you know, hoodies are not allowed in the courtroom, okay? So don't wear a hoodie next time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so 46, 40, and 47 were reset to what date?
April the 5th, Judge.
Okay. And 49?
Judge, on number 49, Mr. Sorrells did file a motion to withdraw along with the order due to that they're not on the wheel anymore.
So he was appointed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who's the next attorney on the list?
Eduardo Rendon Jr.
Okay. Go ahead and appoint Mr. Rendon. And we'll have her come back on April 19th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and 52 and 53?
52 and 53. Judge, we were pending a notice of appearance from Terry Palacios. So the rest of his cases were also reset to April the 5th, Judge.
Okay. And 54 and 55?
Judge, I don't have a reset date and I don't believe the council made contact with our office.
And they received notice on their waiver, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Number 56 is also reset to April 5th?
That's correct, Your Honor. And 57 as well.
Okay. All right, so far, go ahead and give Mr. Flores on that on that defendant, Mr. Vargas, just give him April 19th at 9:30. I'm not sure why he's not here, but he's out on a PR bond, so I mean, that's low risk, but I don't know. Go ahead and contact Mr. Attorney Robert Flores
Yes,
and
ma'am.
let him know that they have to be present that time. Okay, and then I believe the only one then that did receive notice that the attorney stated that received notice was number 36. Mr. Damien, if you can call it out.
Yes, ma'am. Abel Patino, Abel Patino, Abel Patino.
Okay, that name being called out 3 times and no response. What says the state?
Your Honor, state requests that a judgment in eyesight be granted to KPS issued and all bonds forfeited for this no-show defendant.
Okay, that'll be granted. Anything else? Yeah, let me see.